the work-life balance. You've been able to do that on your own. Can you give us some kind of tip, on how to be able to, achieve that? I'm sure some people are watching and like, oh, you're just saying it, and you're saying you can do this, you can plan. How do we do it? How can we achieve this plan?
Okay, I mean, all of us are given 24, 24 hours within the day.
Yeah.
Um, First and foremost, what is your priority?
Mm.
We had this interesting conversation at the organization where I work, which is NEEM Foundation, that works to provide psychosocial support to people in conflict areas. And we had this conversation, and it was really interesting. And we actually talked about work-life balance for people in general, about as an organization. And one of the things that I brought up was, is it at different stages? Is work-life balance a priority at different stages? Because I know for most young women, or for most people, once they enter into the workforce, I'm assuming after they finish university, perhaps maybe by like 2021 or 22, between 21 and 24, they enter into the work and they just want to enter into the career and do their best and climb up a few ladders. They're not thinking about any other thing. Then after a while, perhaps they enter into relationships, perhaps they, get married, and all those pressures start coming as well. They start having children, and they have to start making the decisions on how am I going to do about childcare and child support, and also do the work. Some of them may make the decision that, okay, you know what, let me stop work and let me go home and let me do some other things. Let me just try and do that first before I come back. So the point I'm making is that a woman's life it's multifaceted. And when I talk about planning, you have to be aware that it's going to be a different ball game for you because there are other considerations that may come through.
Mm-hmm.
So it's best that you learn how to plan. What I do personally is I'm supposed to be at my office at a certain point in time during the day. When I am at the office, I devote my time and my essence and everything I'm supposed to do to the office and to the tasks that I'm giving, or to the tasks that I've given other people to do. The minute I leave my office, I have left my office. I move on to the next priority, which is my family. It is only in very essential cases where there's an emergency that I will return to what I'm doing for work. Now, other priorities take over after I finish my office hours, because my office hours where I work is between 8 to 5. I think that is sufficient time to be able to address whatever issues as pertaining to work. Mm-hmm. Once that is done, then I look at other priorities, which is my family. Once I'm home, I'm back home, my laptop is off, hopefully my phone can be off, or whatever it is, and I can focus on the children, the family, homework, and other things. But I do know that it may not be that clean cut for other people. But that works for me now at the stage I am in my life. But it's essential, first and foremost, to have the knowledge that you have the right to work, to have a family or relationships, and to do other things. Because it's not the job of your employer to give you that balance necessarily. You have to be sensible to be able to say no to certain tasks that are not necessarily your tasks. You have to have the knowledge to know that, look, this is important to me, but other things are important to me. So first and foremost, the mindset that I should have a work-life balance. I shouldn't let everything pour into everything. I think that's the essential tip. You should know mentally that you have a right to work-life balance.